Look at this. Neighbor's corn is out of the ground. Oh, I'm so jealous. Welcome to Wednesday. No. Yes, Wednesday. I meant to take the camera yesterday, so I was thinking it was Tuesday. It's Wednesday. Alright, moving on. So according to my digital rain gauge, we're right at an inch of rain. As you can see off in the distance, we got one more chance maybe if it makes it this far. It's debatable on whether it's going to push this far or not. So as a farmer, I friggin' love this. The crops needed this bad. Cameron and I pushed like hell all weekend, and as long as we could on Monday till it started drizzling and had to just kind of finally shut it down. We got a crap ton of ground worked. We got everything Colts packed. That was my big goal. I wanted it all Colts packed before the rain. Let the rain work on it before we hit it with the finisher. We wound up getting about twice as many corn acres as we thought planted. That's awesome. Downside. Well, one, the cattle are not enjoying the cold. They would have been happy with, like, 3-4 tenths, really settle the dust, and then the temperatures kind of stay warm. Oh, good God, this road is rough. The other thing, the way our irrigation system works, we're getting irrigation water right now. We'll turn on a majority of our water later today. We've got some already. That's why we pushed like hell to get a bunch of corn in the ground that we didn't originally plan on, because all this rain, now our canal is running really full. It's going to be back to here in just maybe a week. So now it's a race to try and see if we can't get some more corn in the ground before that second run of water gets here. Wow, that rain is right there. It's probably raining at our, what we call the airport farm, there west of town. Cool. But back to the crops. So the wheat, it'll get irrigated just because we've got water to use at the moment, but otherwise it would be done, and we would just kind of focus on the corn and alfalfa, trying to get a really good first cutting, trying to get that corn coming. Because of the rain and back-to-back runs of water, our wheat is going to get an extra run of water, which it's not going to add a whole lot of tonnage, but it is going to add tonnage because it's going to swell up them berries that make the wheat grain. That's what you call them whenever they're real immature, as berries. So, yeah, it's a really, really good day. But as a typical farmer, I mean, we're never completely happy because we always say, well, could I have done more? I could have got another 30 acres planted, but then I'd have 100 acres not sprayed instead of just 70 acres not sprayed. Because Monday I sprayed like crazy. Everything you saw me plant on Sunday is sprayed. And then I was able to get one more field. That last field we went to with the Colts packer. See, you guys seen all this. That last field, Cameron was able to get it Colts pack, get it finished. I got planting about noon. Basically, he was pulling out of the field, eating his lunch, as I was pulling in the field, having just ate my lunch. I got that planted. It started to drizzle. I might have had enough time to go get the other one, but I had to run some kids around, and then I really didn't care and said I'm going to test Mother Nature, and Mother Nature won, and I will gladly take that loss. I had somewhere else I was going to go with this. I don't know. Right now we're going to get breakfast. Let's just stick with that first. Little gas station breakfast to start the day off right. Now, because I don't know what else to do, I'll run the loader for these guys because I'm already bored. After a rain, this is always much more difficult for two reasons. One, you slip and slide in the mud because these loaders are not great in mud. Two, all the commodities have soaked up water, so you load up the feed truck a hell of a lot faster than you're used to. Well, between me with the loader in the pen and Cameron with the shovel on the outside, finally got that pen draining. That was a lake in there. When you don't get just regular rain, all your little draws and valleys that you put into all this stuff whenever you built it, it doesn't matter. It's all full. Gotta go shovel it back open. Alright, skip forward a few hours. You guys have missed absolutely nothing. Did a couple of emails that I've been putting off. A little bit of YouTube editing and watching. You can't edit without having it on the TV. And then my wife and I had to run to town. The Tuna decided to sponsor my daughter's rec league softball team this year, so we had to go get the uniforms all picked out and drawn up. get them on order. But right now, it's that fun-filled time of day. Water, water, more water. So that's the real big ditch around here. We gotta go chase that one, but first I gotta go turn on one of the smaller ones that some of the other guys are gonna follow down. All right, you guys remember the drill. Got your head gate here, sliding gate down there underwater. You slide that up, lets water go through the pipe, through the weir box. So that little fork right there makes it a whole lot easier. It just slides in, as you can see, underneath the wheel here. So that way whenever you pull it, it just slides the whole gate up. Then the wheel free spins down. It's a lot easier than the little bit that you can do at a time by hand like that. So if you haven't seen any of my irrigation videos, this is our canal system. The ditch you saw running over there along those trees, this ditch right here, this ditch right here, they're all what we call laterals. They're carrying water to multiple farms. Whereas like the neighbor right down the road here has his head gate right there, into his pond right there, he's already done. We take a lot of our water several miles to get away from the canal to where our farms are. So this is carrying water for 4 farms. You can see the water line there on the weir, that's where we know it's supposed to run. Every weir is set up different based on the number of shares. Number of shares vary from farm to farm. Standard is 144 shares on 160 acres. Why? I have no idea. I wasn't here 200 years ago when they invented all this. I just know that's what it is. So we'll leave that set for a while, let it kind of balance out. It needs to come up some more, but it's pretty close for right now. I can see the pickups coming, the other guys are coming to help. I need to go chase that big ditch down because that's my farm's on that ditch. Okay, Hector, and hey, there's Cam. They're chasing that water. I'm gonna follow the big ditch. This one's got to go 4 miles. That one goes a little over a mile. When I say we can't handle rain around here, this is what I'm talking about. 4-wheel drive. Just go down a county road. And before you say drive closer to the edge, no, it's even softer over there. You stay in the middle. Well, quick side note. We were over there a mile, now we're over here. So this one will be out of water anytime now. This water shut off this morning. I wanted to come show you this. We fixed the drop, or the divide I should say, where we separate our water from the neighbors. This is the new farm. The divide was really screwed up. We were losing a lot of water. Used to be the sprinkler would make about 3/4 of a circle on a run. 48 hours is what we call a run. Now it can almost make a full circle. That's how much water we were missing. Like, I don't know, I'd say it's safe to say we were missing 20% of our water. Problem was, so I think I brought you guys with me. I measured the divide one day. The divide was in the right place, but the board for the water level was way off center to where it was running like 2 inches over on the neighbor's side before we got any water. So Glenn and Bart came over because they're our kind of expert engineers, got it nice and level, flows nice. Suddenly that sprinkler runs a whole lot longer. Weird. All right, let's see if I can run a pitchfork and hold a camera at the same time. Video quality might go down, guys. I have no idea what you're going to be able to see because this might not work so well. Well, that worked better than I thought. Look at them clouds. That's pretty. Okay, so the water started way up yonders. Went by the sheds up there 2 miles. Went by the sheds. Where am I at? Over here a mile. Down the ridge line here. And then that's where it splits on the other side of the road. Half the water goes that way and follows the ridge towards those sheds. The other half comes this way. 3 other guys divide right up there. And it's just me and one other guy coming all the way down here. So his water goes into a pipeline right there, down to his farm a mile that way. Mine goes down the ditch for half a mile to the pond. And just like that, the water is in the pond. So now, I'm gonna run back, double check boxes back that way, and back that way, and then go meet Cameron over that way for that water. This freaking sky, man. Tell me that doesn't look awesome. Okay, they've already gotten this one through all the hard parts, usually getting it through that yard and through the yard here. Once they get past here, it's all open ground all the way to the end. So up there at that yard, there's two different diversions. One pipeline sends water to this pond, the other pipeline sends water to a pond over there. And then all of this goes into the pond over there at the end of the ditch. Alright, Hector and Hector got that. They're almost at the bottom already. I'm gonna run back now and help Cameron get the other side of that ditch we were just on down. Cameron and I were talking about what's worse in the mud, that light pickup with some highway tread, or this heavy 3/4 ton with some actual tread on it. I don't know. I think I'll take my pickup. Juan Carlos is giving me hell. Alright, water's down. Juan Carlos, by the way, is the irrigator for the neighbor. He's always giving me a hard time. But yeah, with water going in this pond, that means this ditch is done. We've got 45 minutes and the next ditch turns on. The reassembly of the burn up red 245 is underway. But I can't sit there and watch them anymore because I mean that's all I was doing was watching. You can only cram so many people and hands around an engine. Time to go mess with water. Good God, what a sloppy mess. Okay, our last water of the day is finished. We don't go any further down the ditch than here, so it's one ditch we don't have to go all the way to the bottom. There's the last divide, going into our pond. Give it a couple hours and it'll be time to fire up all these. So, at what point does finders keepers kick in when it comes to equipment in your field? Asking for a friend? Even the gravel's a little soft. But, time to start turning sprinklers on. This pond already had just a little bit of water left in it from the last run. Oh, let's see how much of a mess I made right there. Ah, that ain't bad. I don't know if I showed you guys this the other day or not. I burned the crap out of this passive oats somehow. Just doesn't make sense because I had triple rinsed the tank, I had pressured up the boom before I started. So I don't think there could have been chemical in the boom from my last spray. Plus, my last spray was on wheat, which shouldn't ding the hell out of oats. I don't know. Told the agronomist, I think it's okay, it just looks like hell. And you look, you can tell it's just bleached. It's still green on the bottom of the plants, so it's slowly looking better. Trying not to look. And I did leave a decent little gap because my wind was out of the north, so I was worried about burning the wheat, so I tried to stay away. I think I did okay with that part of it. No other pivots had enough water to turn on. It's been about an hour or so, or hell, close to 2 hours. So they probably will now, but I wanted to show you this. It is finished. Don't mind all the messes. We had several leaks. They had several leaks. I didn't do anything other than stand and watch. But Bart, Glenn, Cameron, Hector, they got her put back together. We're ready to go plow. And yes, I said plow. We got this flood field right here that had all the mustard in it that Cameron was ripping last week. The landowner is just begging us to plow. And Tuna told him, okay, I'll have Cameron hook up the plow as soon as the tractor's done, and we'll plow that field. So Cameron gets to learn how much fun plowing is. He's got, what is there? 13 acres? Give or take? Yeah, that's going to be fun. Let's go turn on pivots. Okay, it's right at 6:30. We finally got things going. Got that pivot running. Got that pivot running. Don't look at the streaks in the oats. It's ugly. I did something wrong. Leave me alone. Got that pivot over there running. Got that pivot running. Got that one moving back over to the edge so we can fire it up here in just a moment. On to the next batch. Other than this stripe around the outside, the field doesn't look so bad when you're not on the pond. When you're on the pond and looking down at it, I think I had a little bit of a leak on the center boom, which is why I bleached it so bad. Still don't understand this one at all, but you know, whatever. It's not like it's bugging me. It's not like I'm holding on to that. A little bitter. Well, I mudded my way into the pivot point. Tracks need some sand, obviously. To this one, because it won't friggin' move. And I'm watching it, and it looks like tower number 6 may not move at all. Holy crap. If the center drive is out in this, I'm gonna lose my mind, because this pivot is on year number 4. Yeah, year number 4. If we've got center drive problems after 4 years on this Simatic, I'm gonna be pissed. Okay, the outside tower's moving. That one moved. Number 3 in line there. There he goes. See if number 4 goes. There's one again behind me. That didn't sound healthy. Number 2's spinning, trying to get going. Well, fuck. I think I found the problem. It didn't seem like it was moving, thinking it was center drive because it was moving less than a foot. That's going to require the little loader. Maybe the side-by-side. Side-by-side might get that one out. That can wait till tomorrow. Pond will hold it. I need the pond to build anyways to kick the oats pivot on, so. Alright, we got one other one that popped a low pressure shutdown already. We gotta go figure out what's wrong with it. Look at that thing shake. What the hell we got going on with this one? It's like air pockets. It pumped 0 water until I opened up the filter. I don't know what the hell we got going on here. Get this thing up and running though, maybe, kind of, sort of. This poor pickup. I can't even get up our road, so I had to drive through the hayfield, so. Whatever. Guess I'll hang out here for a minute and make sure this stays running this time, because it was running earlier, and then it quit, saying low pressure. This is another one of those. Oh. See what I mean about the road? Oh. Tracks aren't bad. No, they're not bad at all. Don't worry about it. We're not going to talk about them. Can't even get back to the road. Okay, we'll let that run for a little while. Make sure it stays running while we go get the other one running. Okay, that pivot's up and running. That one over yonder's is still up and running. Need my 4-wheel drive to bring us around so I don't wreck. Another awesome view. Out of the 10 pivots I tried to start over the last 2 hours, 9 of them are up and running. The 10th one is just stuck, so you know, that's more on us than anything, so I'll consider that a win. Meanwhile, boys are a little bit soggy, but they're not breathing dust, so I'm sure they're thankful for that. So, with all that being said, guys, it's 8 o'clock. It's time to go home. 7 o'clock was a long time ago. Catch you guys in the next one.